Hello and welcome back to Linux Gamer Till I Die, a hopefully entertaining series of videos where I play some of my favourite games until I die, or beat them, but more likely die. Today we're going to be playing through Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. I had to think for a second there, it's been so long since I started a new game. This is episode 2 of my playthrough of Mankind Divided. In the previous episode we watched the introduction video which explained the events of the previous game, Human Revolution, which I haven't actually played on this channel yet, but may do eventually. And then we played the opening mission, where we were charged with crashing a arms deal, which went very badly wrong when a group of gold-masked, augmented people showed up and started killing everybody. As you do. After the events of that, we were making our way from somewhere to somewhere, I have no idea, when we were involved in a terrorist bombing and a train station was blown up, and we were kind of caught up in that. When we left the game, we had just woken up from sort of recovering from that event, and our augments aren't quite working properly anymore. They're flickering and a lot of things were disabled. So, without me rambling any further, we're going to start playing. So yeah, we're playing as Adam Jensen, a ex-security guard who had augments given to him against his, well, I won't say against his will, but without his consent, after he was involved in a life-threatening attack. Just picking up lots of stuff here. So yeah, he was involved in a life-threatening attack where he lost sort of most of his body, to be honest. And he's had to come to terms with his new body, which is mostly robotic at this point. Apparently we can still jump quite high. That's a good argument to keep. So, following the events of the first game, Adam has been recruited by the Juggernaut Collective, a group of people who are working to oppose the influence of the Illuminati, a very secretive group of people who want to control the world.
Good morning, Adam. You have one new message.
From?
David Sarif.
Play it.
Adam, it's David. I know it's been a while, but after what happened in Prague yesterday... Look, son, whatever reasons you've had for not getting in touch these last 2 years, life's too short. I'm leaving for London soon, but give me a call.
You saved his vidcall number?
Yes, Adam. Just activate your TV system.
So I'm just picking up everything I can here. There is little point in reading the ebooks and stuff. They're just there for a completion sake. Apparently Adam likes wine and crafting parts. And also has multiple bins. Shouldn't be too heavy. Alright, all my augments are on the fritz. Let's call Sarif.
Adam! Thanks for calling me back, son.
Sarif.
I heard about the bombing in Prague. It's all over the news. Did anyone you know get hurt?
You know me. Tend to keep to myself. I'm surprised you even know I'm here.
Interpol called me when you applied for the job, part of their extensive background checks. I gave you a glowing recommendation.
Thanks. What do you want?
What do I want? Jeez, Adam. I know I did some questionable things in the past, but a lot's happened in the last 2 years. To both of us.
That's true. For what it's worth, I'm glad you made it out of Panchaea.
Thank you. It wasn't easy, as I'm sure you know. I was at death's door by the time the rescue crews pulled me out of the wreckage, and while the doctors were stitching me back together, my company fell apart. Wasn't anything I could do to stop it, not from a hospital bed.
I heard Tai Young Medical bought everything up.
They're the only biotech corporation that could after the incident. Our patents, our tech, everything. Oh well, sometimes one dream has to die so another can rise from its ashes.
You heard anything from Megan?
After all we went through, I thought she'd stand by me. Still, you know, she always wanted to be at the cutting edge. She didn't see a future for herself in Detroit, so she went to VersaLife.
She moved to Hong Kong?
San Francisco. They've got an offshore research facility there named Rokaseca Beach. I'm sure you've seen it in the news.
California, huh? I wonder if she's told her mother.
You want my advice, son? Write her out of your life, because I'm damn sure she's written us out of hers.
You talked to Pritchard lately?
Frank! Out of all of us, I think he's the one who's changed the least.
He'd probably tell you there wasn't anything about him that needed changing.
I'm sure he would. But when the world transforms itself the way ours has, people need to adapt or get left behind. Frank's freelance now, but he's still in computer security, still in Detroit. I don't know if he'll ever leave.
So, Megan Reed is Adam Jensen's old flame. Just a second, I am going to quickly change something that I forgot to change. Capture cursor. There we are. And that's not... oh, that was not the right thing. There we are. You can now see my cursor. So, Megan Reed is Adam Jensen's old flame. She was the one who developed, or rather found out, that Adam Jensen's DNA does not react badly to augments. He is one of the few people, possibly the only person in the entire world, who does not need to take medicine to help his body accept these new augments that he's had embedded in his body. That will become a point of contention with some characters who insist that he takes this drug because everybody knows if you have this augment, you need to take the drug to stay healthy. Frank Pritchard is the ex-head of security, or IT security at least, in the company where Adam Jensen used to work. He's not the best of friends with Adam Jensen, to be honest. He's very, very smug, very... well, he's very proud of his own abilities. He thinks he can do anything that he puts his mind to, and to be honest, he probably can. He's a very intelligent man. Both of these people were strong influence in the previous game. She got kidnapped, and he helped Adam through his adventures, particularly when his augments went haywire and stuff. Yeah, let's
The
continue.
message said you were going to London. Casual trip? Or is this tied to the new dream?
I'm meeting with the Santo Group, Nathaniel Brown and his investors.
Santo. They built the Udalek complex, the Og Ghetto, here in Prague. Why are you meeting with them?
Brown's got big plans. He wants to focus on real solutions, ideas that look to the future. You've heard of the Safe Harbor Initiative?
I've heard of Rabia, the walled city he and his company are building in the desert for Augs.
Rabia is just a part of it. We're talking about self-sustaining, energy-efficient arcologies that can be replicated anywhere on Earth. Cities built by the augmented, for the augmented.
Where the dream of self-controlled human evolution lives on.
May not seem like it right now, son, but one day, people will move on from the incident. And when that happens, we'll be ready for it. I'm glad we caught up, Adam. I've always tried to look out for you, you know. That bombing yesterday.
You didn't call to talk about the bombing. Just ask.
It's nothing, really. I just need a signature so I can finish filing the bankruptcy paperwork.
You need my signature?
Yeah, apparently there was some kind of bureaucratic mix-up caused by you being declared legally dead for a year. The apartment in Detroit was leased in your name even though we paid for it.
Fine. Send me the paperwork.
Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it, really.
Goodbye, Seraph.
And that was David Saraf, the head of the company we used to work for, Saraf Industries. Now then. Is there anything else we can do? We can watch TV. Let's do that for the next 30 minutes. Now, there's a storage place there. I can't remember how we access it. I'm pretty sure we use this. Possibly we use this. Yeah, there we are.
As you wish.
Let's take everything. Okay. Did I read that ebook? Apparently I did. Oh, no, apparently I didn't. So you get experience for reading ebooks and stuff, so I'm going to look at every one I find, but I'm not necessarily going to read them. Is there anything up here? Doesn't look like it. Alright. I think we're about ready to head out. Whoops.
Miller, it's Jensen.
It's good to finally hear from you, Agent. You doing okay?
Sorry about the downtime. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my Augs took a hit during the attack. I need to get them looked at.
Of course. There's a lot of work ahead of us, Jensen. I'll see you when you get in.
Dr. Kohler, I need to pay you a visit.
Jensen! Now's actually a really good time for me, like right now!
Something wrong?
There are some guys in my bookshop. Pissed off the Valley gangster-looking guys. So, unless you want bloodshed the day after a terror attack...
The front door isn't the most peaceful option. I got it.
Right. So, we unlocked a Praxis kit then. We can't actually do anything with it right now, but Praxis kits are what we use to upgrade our augments. And we're going to need to get them fixed before we can actually do that, so never mind, I'll come back to that later. Now, the crafting parts we keep picking up, we can use to build various items that come in handy in our adventures.
Riskantní zóna. Co to jako znamená?
Lose his daughter not so long ago?
Yes, Christelle. A nice girl. She used to babysit.
Now please, leave me alone.
You know, they're saying he was part of that attack. Member of ARC.
Okay, we're gonna leave that guy alone.
With the wrong enhancements in the wrong
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
Right, we can sell stuff to this guy.
Drugs, eh? Biocell, hypostim, painkillers.
I might be interested.
They sell these things.
Yeah, I got that.
Buy something.
Let's sell all the junk we've picked up. What can we get rid of? Get rid of that, get rid of that. Get rid of all the booze. Get rid of all the ammo we don't need. I'm going to keep the stun gun ammo because we have a stun gun. I'm going to keep the typhoon ammo, although we've not used the typhoon yet. I'm going to keep the tranquilizer rifle ammo, even though we don't have a tranquilizer gun yet. I'm sure we'll pick one up. And it looks like everything we can sell at the moment. Let's see what he has to buy. Particularly consumables. Praxis kits cost 10,000, whatever that currency is. So we're going to need to make a lot more money before we can buy those.
Stop wasting my time.
I have everything I need.
Fuck off then. Next time, maybe not fuck off.
Yeah, if you don't buy anything from these guys, they get very upset with you. Don't know why.
Ours is the man. He'll set you up.
Going there or there. Possibly hack that, but don't want to do it when there's people watching us.
I do not think that sounds right.
So let's
Take control of your destiny, brother.
no.
I didn't do anything. This is my third scan this week. Why don't you scan somebody else? What the hell? Fine. Not sure why we evened at them out with the distance.
As you can tell, there is
Yes, I'm going to frisk you now. Don't move.
a lot of mistrust around people.
That's for me to find out. Hold still.
Street is off limits, Oyobok. Private function. All businesses are temporarily closed. Would have found him by now.
So we can't go through that way. It's been guarded.
I'm serious. I saw him last night out behind the restaurant.
Looking forward to the end of the day.
Bad news.
So this is the hacking minigame you saw in the previous episode. The only difference is this time there are data stores. When you capture a data store, you get items. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how easy that's going to be to get to.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
We can fortify our own nodes.
Access denied.
Ah, we didn't manage to get it that time. Fortunately, no alarms are sounded. If you're inside an enemy's building and you get detected like that, then you're likely to trigger an alarm and have enemies descend on your position. Looks like something nice would happen on here.
Anomaly detected.
Let's try and be a bit quicker this time.
Program initiated. Access granted.
Okay, that's how we got it. We got 100 XP for capturing that. Hooray! Okay, we've entered a restricted zone. If we get spotted by any of these guys, they will shoot at us. So we're going to use our cloaking device in order to bypass
Too exposed. Hate these open spaces.
I'll loot everything I can. Do have a limited inventory space, so I may end up having to drop some stuff. Oops. Let's re-equip our smart vision. So there's something there. Here is a secret way. Get in there. There we go. Secret way into the building we need to get to. Oh, someone saw me. I have to hide for a second.
Does he have an apartment in the city, maybe? Look at the room beyond the desk.
All these books. Jesus. Keep hiding, caller. I would have found him by now. The longer you hide, the more angry.
Okay, I'm not going to touch that guy just now.
If any of this is worth it.
You got any signed first edition, caller?
Shush.
Why hasn't anyone found him yet?
So we're on our way to meet a augment specialist named Van Bruggen. He's someone that Adam Jensen trusts and knows how to handle his military grade augmentations. Is there anything we can do in here?
Jensen! Thank God! I'm down in the dungeon, man. You remember the title of my super secret book, right?
I remember it's red.
Okay. So we need to look for a red book. And hopefully not attract the attention of anybody with a shooty. Well, that green man we could see just there is quite likely the person we need to go find. We can't hack that yet. There's a red book, but I think that's probably that one we need. We can't go in there just yet.
Jensen, my favorite techno wonderkind. Sorry about the goons, man. They didn't give you too much trouble, did they?
Nothing I couldn't handle. What do they want? You behind on your protection money?
I don't think it's about money. I got this little misunderstanding with their boss, Otar. You know how it is with these gangster types.
Enough to know that there's no such thing as a little misunderstanding.
Diwali internal politics. I'm gonna get it sorted. Gonna see the big boss myself. As soon as things settle down. The day after a bombing, man, it's... Well, I mean, it's scary, right? I'm surprised people go out at all.
Sometimes people don't have a choice. My systems took a hit. I was hoping you could help me get everything running again.
Took a hit? You mean... Oh, shit! Why didn't you say so? We need to get you in the chair. The chair. You know, I've always wanted to get a closer look at those satty fogs of yours. A real close look. So let's strap you in, get the gas going, and then, well, then I just need to sort of dive in. Feel my way around.
Hang on a sec, you gonna put me under for how long? What if the Diwali send reinforcements?
Oh, you're just stalling. Those illiterates aren't going to get in here. Don't be scared of the chair, okay? The chair is gentle. I promise. This thing with the Diwali is nothing. Otar's pissing where he shouldn't.
I count on you to fix me, Kohler. To some extent, your problems are my problems.
That's sweet, Jensen. Otar Botkovelli is the Diwali #2 guy. The men outside, they were his men. But the big boss man is Radic Nikoladze. He is the #1 guy. And I know Radic, so don't worry about it. Now, are we gonna do this procedure, or what?
What exactly are you gonna do to me?
I'm not sure yet. First, I gotta get in there to see what's wrong. But don't worry. I'm not gonna do anything to you I wouldn't do to myself. I promise. Besides, you've been here a few times. You know I'm professional.
You've never had to put me under before.
I never saw you the day after an explosion before either. That was a big shock to your system, man. Kaboom! Now, you want me to fix you or not?
All right, let's just get this over with.
Relax, Jensen. It's gonna be fine. You won't even know I'm in there. You'll feel weightless, far away, like you're someone else. But Kohler's gonna bring you back and make you you again. Before you know it.
What?
Oh, thank God. Take it easy. I swear I didn't mean to... Your retinal display should be back soon. You can still move, right?
What did you...
I was trying to connect the unconnected. But you got some strange fucking ogs back there. I mean, I probably shouldn't have. Here, let me get you some water. Or something stronger, maybe?
Water.
You got it, Jensen. Just ease out. Okay? Don't freak out. Rebooting was the only way to save you.
Save me from what, Kohler?
Core meltdown. You almost melted my chair. So I reset you, and I found these, I think it's better if I show you what I found. Bring up your system display. You need to see this for yourself. These are your implants. You're familiar with all these, right?
Yeah, David Sarif installed them. Took 2 years for my body to get used to everything.
Right. Well, I had to undo some of that getting used to.
What's going on, Kohler? Why do I feel different?
Something was trying to vampire the juice out of you. I couldn't figure out what until after the reboot. Turns out your Factory Zero is not the standard Factory Zero.
What am I looking at?
Experimental fucking test dogs, man, hidden inside your body.
You're telling me I got more implants than I thought I did?
More than your body can handle. Pretty cool, right?
I'm not sure yet.
I want to show you what happens when you activate one of these suckers.
So, these are augments that we should not have access to. I mean, PEPS was a weapon in a previous game which took special type of ammo and was pretty much a non-lethal way of taking down a group of enemies at once.
It's okay, Jensen. One isn't gonna kill you.
You've said that before.
So let's activate our Titan skin.
See that? Major spike in your power consumption.
Where the hell did these things come from?
I can't answer that. All I know is the explosion must have woken them up. But man, you wanna use these crazy fucking things? That's your right. We just gotta make sure it doesn't fry you. Now, I think I maybe got an idea on how to do that. Try shutting down one of your other implants. You know, just for fun.
So, to enable these super special, awesome, secret
Go
augmentations,
ahead, Jensen. Shut down one of the implants you're not using.
we need to disable something that we do not have a use for. Some things we can't disable.
Go ahead, Jensen. Shut down one of the implants you're not using.
So we can disable Social Enhancer, the Mark Tracker, Smart Vision.
Go ahead, Jensen. Shut down one of the implants you're not using.
Yeah, okay, I'm just going to pick the Mark Tracker.
See that? Cooled you right down. You have the power to balance your system if you want. Just, you know, don't activate everything all at once.
What would happen if I did?
Well, you'd suffer some major glitches due to overheating. We're talking risk of permanent damage. So, you know, maybe don't do that.
Alright. Reset me now, Kohler. I'll reactivate what I need myself.
Okay, so I'm not always gonna be there for you like this. I can't just follow you around to reset things and hold your neural weave together. Whatever choices you make from here on out, they're your choices.
But you were supposed to be my AUG expert.
I specialize in Chinese black market, okay? The shit I found hidden inside you, spliced into your system like that, looks to me like it's from Mars, man.
I'm pretty sure they're not from Mars.
I feel bad. You deserve answers I can't give you. I can help manage your system better than anyone in Prague. I help you make the most of the new AUGs we just found.
But you can't tell me where the hell they came from. As far as I know, David Sarif installed all my AUGs. If there's something inside me I don't know about, he's the one I need to talk to.
I am familiar with Sarif's work. These new AUGs, they look different to me. I mean, that neodymium shell. Who uses dimorphic magnetorheological fluid like that? Seriously, if you talk to Sarif, you need to ask him that. Shit really stands out. Pretty fucking cool, actually.
You ever seen anything like this before? An AUG system that's deliberately hidden like that?
I don't know, Jensen. I mean, I heard of people getting the black market treatment before. Pass out in Prague, wake up in Shanghai. But usually they wake up with less AUGs, not more.
What exactly makes these AUGs so different from my other ones?
They look like experiments, is what? Loose wiring everywhere, man. It's like half of you is untested. Unfinished. Unbelievable. It's beautiful is what it is.
Why would Seraph have hidden these things inside me? I don't get it.
I am not convinced this is a Seraph job. The tech itself is super high-end, but the PDOT insulation, sloppy. The bone mounting, mounted on the quick. Just doesn't have Saraph's touch. Looks more like a retrofit to me. Something much more recent. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking how much I hate being unconscious. You said these additions look recent. How recent?
Within the last 2 years, give or take. Something happened to you in that time?
I was pulled out of the ocean and put in some facility in Alaska to recover. There's a few months there that... the more I try to remember, the blurrier it gets.
Shit, Jensen. That's terrifying.
This tune-up went longer than I expected. Let's wrap this up.
Right. Here, take some Praxis kits for the trouble. Praxis solves everything. Keeps customers happy. Just, remember what I showed you about managing your juice. It's gonna be a balancing act for you. Well, unless...
Unless what, Kohler?
There could be a way to optimize. It's just... it would involve getting something from Otar. A neuroplasticity calibrator.
There's a way for me to use everything I have without compromise? I want to know about it.
I was hoping you'd say that. I order all my fancy tech from this illegal catalog, right? But my last shipment got intercepted by Otar Botkovelli.
The same Otar whose men were looking for books out there before?
I am not going to force you. I want you to want to do it. I want you to want to be an augmented god among men. If that sounds like something that interests you, then you should know that Otar runs an underground casino in the Chisti district. The entrance is in a small courtyard off Hlavny Street.
Thanks for the info, Kohler. Thanks for the praxis.
So, we've got strange augmentations that we don't know where they came from. Yeah, this place is difficult to navigate. That was neuropazine we just picked up. That's a very rare item in this game. Or at least it's meant to be. You can find quite a lot of it if you look. Now, we no longer have any of our augments because Collar there had to reset our body, I guess, back to the factory defaults. So now we need to unlock some stuff again. I'm going to unlock a couple of things that are very useful. We'll leave that up for now. Going to unlock that. So we can take more damage without dying. I was going to buy that. Could increase my health. And also increase or decrease the time between healing. Oh, I forgot. I need to change from this screen, otherwise the game will go laggy. So we now have the Magpie add-on, which lets us see items. Items which we can steal. Breach software is a special item that doesn't do anything in the game, except if you collect enough of it you can get rewards. I'm not actually sure the rewards actually do anything in the game, to be honest. I think they're all part of the side game, sort of a mini game you can play separate to the main story. I've never actually looked into doing. Okay, I think we've got all the things worth taking. Except for beer. It's always worth taking beer. So we're gonna head out of here. And we found a corpse. So we got a new code, 1984.
Jensen, it's Miller. Listen, I need your eyewitness report as soon as possible. What's your ETA?
Depends on how many cops ask to see my papers.
Fuck. Not much I can do about state police after yesterday's attack. Get in when you can. Miller out.
We can hack this, but we can't actually see where we're hacking.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Oh, we got caught. Okay, I think that's everything worth looting in here. Let's have a last quick look. Okay, let's head towards our objective.
I said your papers are expired.
But they just extended my contract. They used to get me off.
Papers. These papers are up.
We can run past all the checkpoints because reasons. This is the train system,
I don't believe it.
which we can use to get around.
It makes me think of the old puppet shop.
That's where we currently are,
Remember they run when
and this is where we need to go. Now, sometimes these train journeys can take a long time. They're basically loading screens. And the first time you go to an area, it can take a while to load up. Fortunately, today it wasn't too bad.
Are you telling me you don't think they should all be moved there?
No.
Cannot come soon enough.
So here we are in the city of Prague.
Working at getting transferred to Vice. Sure. Why not?
As you can tell, there's a lot of police around because of the terrorist bombing we just experienced.
What? I just gave you. Fine. It's 9JT.
I'm sorry. What?
9JT6345NXU. You got that this time?
That's not showing up in the system, but we have been having technical problems lately. If you could give us a day or two, we will have it all sorted out.
A day or two? Are you serious? It is already a week late. A week! I can't wait 2 days.
I'm sorry. That's the best we can do, unless you want to fill out the T46 form.
A T46?
Yes, sir. That would help us expedite the process. It will only take a few minutes. You can use the computer right over there. I have to help this customer. If you have other things to do, maybe you could come back later?
Where is he going? Oh, he's using that computer.
A whole week and I'm still getting the runaround.
Okay, M4, that's the name of our secret organisation. Or is it? No. TF29. So, in the next episode, we are going to explore TF29. I'm going to leave the episode here for today because it's already come up to about an hour and there is a lot of story to be had. So, in this episode we've explored the city of Prague a small amount. We've found out that we have some hidden augmentations. In the next episode we will connect up a snooper device to TF29's communication grid and try and capture some intel about the director. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.